Right guys, that's a first cast of the new pike season for me. Got a heron on this one, and the other rod I'm just going to put a mackerel on. Yeah, so we're up and running. It's 3rd of October 2022, first day of the pike season for me. This club opens on the 1st for pike. So right, that's the first cast. So the PB at the moment is 13.2. I've had a 13 pounder out of this swim, so hopefully this season we can beat that. Right, so that's the first cast of the season. Just on the edge of the weed. There's a lot of weed here at the moment, but still fishable, and hopefully the pike will be on the feed. Right, okay, that's that one done. What I'll do, I'll rebait the other one with a mackerel, and we'll probably get that to the right hand side of the swim. I may even just drop it in close between this bit of weed here as well. Right, okay guys, see how we get on this year. Right, there we go, I've got both rods out now. On the left hand one, I've got a heron on there, and the one on the right, I've got half a mackerel on there. The mackerel I've got quite large. What I find down here, there's a lot of little jack pike down here, and the amount of runs I've missed, never hooked up, because the mackerel's about that big. You know, these little jack pike grab hold of it, swim around, but you never hook into them. So what I've done, I've chopped that mackerel in half. The other bit's down here. Where is it? Well, the head section anyway. So I've basically chopped the mackerel in half. The herons are about right size, so I'm not worried about them too much. I actually bought these herons from Lidl's. There's about 13 in a packet for about not even £5. So, oh well, nice cheap pike bait. So anyway, that's what I've got on the left hand side. And we'll see if it stays on or if it catches any fish. So for £5 something for 11, it was a bit of a bargain really. So I've got mackerel in there, I've got some sardines as well. So I've got a bit of a mixture of baits. These don't work. But anyway, it's still early yet, and probably I'll be here up till dark anyway, so we've got quite a few hours to go. Always found here that normally about the last hour or couple of hours before it gets dark seems to be pretty good. So I've had several pike out of this swim. So I had that nice 13 pounder out of here, and a few others like 7-8 pounders, whatever they were at the time, some little jacks as well. But I suppose this lake, it's quite weeded up, so there's not so many swims you can get into, but hopefully this might improve the catch rate a little bit, because there's not so much open water. So hopefully, if a little bubble come up round by that float on the left there, I don't know if there's something about there. Sure, there's a lot of big eels in here as well. Like we had a problem with all those eels before, so you might get knocked about with them as well, especially this time of year. It's still mild, because the eels are still quite active. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, anyway, so we got heron on there. We'll see how we get on with that. Right, okay. See if we get lucky. I don't know if he's got a fish on there, a mate or something. The line was all up over the branch, going back into the water. Wrapped around the lily, so I don't know if he's got a fish on there or just tangled up. Something different, isn't it? Should be swim for the Olympic England team. Oh, it's Frida's lines. It's all over the tree going into the lilies. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Something different. Right, the reels I'm using. My good old trusted Shimano's bait runners. I've got £18 line in both of those. And the rods are the Fox Range Predator. Yeah, nice rods. So they do the job. Yeah, I've got a pike on them now. Yeah, well pleased with these rods. They do the job. Yeah, nothing on there at the moment. That's what I've been doing, just chopping the mackerel in half and just using the tail section. Right, got a nice fresh one there, let's put that on. Yeah, still pretty quiet at the minute. Mind you, it is early days. Still got plenty of time yet. What I did with the other one, I brought that in a little bit closer. Put it, I don't know, so about 15 yards out there. Right, let's hook a nice fresh bit of this section on, mackerel section. There. Oh, there we go, nice fresh bit on there. Let's get that out. Try and get it out a little bit further if I can this time. This bait's quite soft, so you've got to be careful with casting it and it'll fly off. I've had that before. Right, so we can get it out a little bit further without losing the bait, hopefully. See how we get on. Oh, that went all right. Just a minute ago, well, earlier on, fry were flying out all over the place up there. So I don't know if there's a pike up there. Not sure if that bait's still on there, you know. Maybe wrong. No, it's still on there. I can see something silver laying on top of the water out there. I thought the bait had come off. Right, let's try that again. Probably fly off now. Oh, hang on a second. Let's just check that bait's all right. No, the hook's just pulled out there a bit. I think I just undercast it, I think. God, these baits are so soft. Right, just get that gentle lob this time. I think that was a bit too much. Let's try again. That's better. So if there's any pike there, probably scared them all away now. It's the trouble, isn't it, casting out these big baits. Sink the line a bit. It's not too windy, but just stop the line drifting around. Ooh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Right, that's that one repositioned. See what happens to that one. bait runner on just in case. Right, good. Well, I'll bring the other one in as well. Put a fresh herring on there and recast that one. Right, okay. Put a nice fresh herring on there now. A little special. Right, let's just flick this one out because these baits are quite soft. So, hopefully this will stay on. Oh, not very good. That's better. Trying to get in that hole of that weed there. Lovely. A little bit of hole in the weed just there. Might be something lurking in there somewhere. Thing is, you know, they see it fluttering down as well, so it's a bit of an attractor. Might get their attention. I think it's quite deep in this lake, so you don't have to cast it out very far. Right. Okay. Oh, a bit slow there. Right, that's two fresh baits out there then. They can stay out there for a little while now. Right. Sit back and see how we get on with this one. Right guys, just had a pick up on this mackerel. He's away. Right, I think the winner of our first pike. Oh no, he's dropped it, I don't believe it. That's incredible, isn't it? God dear, oh dear. That float went straight under and all the line was playing out and nothing, no contact. Oh, bugger. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? I thought we were going to get that. On a pike, it was an eel. Don't know if you better pick that up on the camera or not. Just, let's try and get it there. See where an eel's grabbed hold of it. Like that. It was a good bite too. It went under and the line was playing out. That's got to be a pike. But you can see where it's just gripped hold of it there. I don't know if you'll be able to see. You can see where my fingers are there. Look. Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? I knew we'd get a problem with the eels. God, I thought it was under the first pike there that went flying under. Oh well. Well, at least we've had a bite, but wasn't what we was after. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, clean that bit of weed off. Go on, the old heart was going like a good one then. Believe it. I was halfway through eating me pie. Right, let's get it back out there again. Oh, that's a shame. That must have been a good eel, because that line was just, you see the line going out through the water like that. Incredible. Oh well. Bit of action. Oh, dear, oh dear. Got all excited then. Right, okay. Yeah, unbelievable, wasn't it? It was a brilliant bite that was too. Right, okay. It's back out there again. See how we got on this time. Right, the left-hand rod float's just gone under on the heron. So that was another eel or a pike. Just went straight down. The line started coming out as well, but probably another eel, I reckon. I bet it's another eel on there. The line's not going anywhere, so I reckon the eel's picked it up, pulled it under the weed, and it's just stuck underneath the weed now. Yeah, very similar bite to what was like the last one. It's going to be in. Let's have a look. Yeah, took me into the weed. There's an eel. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it wasn't. What was it? I don't know. There's a lot of teeth marks on there. Yeah, another eel. Oh, there's more teeth marks than this one. I'll show you. There, look. Can you see that? See, he's grabbed hold of it like that, look. Just missed the hook as well. If you've been over there a little bit, we might be able to get him. Can you see that? Incredible, isn't it? Yeah, you see he's grabbed hold of it. Yeah. Yeah, some big old eels in here. Right. Yeah, we've done. Just pulled it down. We're just taking it straight into the weed. And of course, it's just stuck in there then. The float's not going to come back up. Yeah, a good old eel. Right, okay, I think I'll put a fresh one on. I've got some, what have I got there? Some sardines. I think I'll put a sardine on this time. Try something a bit different. Oh well, plenty of eel action. Right, the old float's gone under again. I think it might be another eel. Yeah, that's on the sardine this time. It's done the same again. It's gone straight down and not come back up again. The line sort of run off a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be another eel, I think. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's going to be another eel bite on there. If it was a pike, the line would have gone, would be moving away, and also the float would still be around. Yeah, it's taking me right into that weed bed there. Let's have a look at the old bait, if it's still on there. No, the old bait's gone completely. So it's only a little sardine, so it's not going to take a lot for it to pull that away, because it's quite a small bait. Right, let's grab another one of those. Right, I think I've got another one here. Got one out ready to go just a minute ago. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can see the whole bait's gone. There's nothing left there at all. Right, let's put another one of these on. Pesky eels. So they're quite small baits. You would have thought you might be able to hook up an eel on that, wouldn't you? But you know, they've got small mouths, haven't they? Right, let's get this back out there again. I know I keep saying it, but I think next time I come down here, we'll just go for put a small hook out. Try for eels, I reckon. We'll have one rod out on the ledger. There we go. And so the normal sort of pike dead bait on the float. Right, let's see what happens to this one then. Probably getting a real bite now. Love it. A bit more slack on there, I think. Float. That's better up. There we go. Right, there we go. There's another one. Another bait back out again. Hopefully, now it's getting late afternoon, coming up to early evening. Hopefully the pike, if there's any out there, should come on the feed. Well, I say any out there. I definitely know they're out there, but it's just catching them when they're feeding. So hopefully we'll get lucky before we have to go home. Right, quick update there then. Just having a sausage roll, and that bait's gone again. Sardine. It's like another eel, I reckon. Yeah, it's got to be. Want no pike, otherwise we're just gone tearing off. Yeah, you just see where he's clamped round it again. Pesky eels. Alright, let's get that back out again. Trouble is, this bait is so soft, it's easy to pull off. Right, try and cast it out. It may stay on, I don't know. It's quite beat up a little bit. Oh, there we go. I didn't think it'd stay on there. Whereas when it's been in the water, obviously the forward out, and the old eel's been pulling it around. It's made it a bit weak. Right, let's grab some bait out of it. Let's get another fresh one out. Right, all right. This bait's quite old. It's stuff I had from last year, so it's been, yeah, sort of like what's frozen and thawed out and frozen and thawed out, so it's not in the best of nick, if you know what I mean. But it'll do for today. Obviously the eels like it, so hopefully the pike might pick it up as well before an eel gets near it. Let's put that in there. Right, let's get this one out then. See if we can get another eel bite. Hopefully this will stay on. There we go. Slightly different spot, a bit closer, but I don't think it really matters much. Float going to come back up. What's happened to that? There it comes, just coming up now. Right, there we go. See what happens to this one then. Really good bites. I just go straight down and stay down. Obviously the eel pulling the bait into the, it's probably grabbing all of it and swimming backwards into the weed. And of course the bait just gets lodged up in the weed and the float don't come back up. Right, see what happens this time then. Right, just got a bite on that right hand rod over, bait over there now. Bobbing up and down a bit. Hopefully it'll be a pike and not an eel. Right, moving away like a pike. Got a heron on that one. There's a lot of weed there. Is it going to be a pike or is it going to be an eel? It looks like a pike, hopefully. Running with it. Give him a chance to. The float's gone under. Is he still there or has he dropped it? Let go now, so I don't know, it might have been an eel then. Still there or not, I don't know. Float stopped and come back up. It's a bit annoying. So I think that might have been a pike, not an eel. Don't know if it's going to do anything else now or not. Oh, it's stopped now. Oh, I'll leave it there and just see if it comes back. Bit annoying. So I think that might have been a pike. Yeah, look a bit more like a pike bite. I know. Oh well, I'll leave it out there for a few more minutes, and if it's still around, hopefully it might pick it up again. If not, I'll bring it in and check the bait. Oh, the float's gone straight under it again. That was another eel, I think. Yeah, there's no run on that line. Straight down, pulled it straight in the weed. Yeah. Tell straight away it's an eel, it just goes straight down, don't come back up again. Right. Certainly plenty of eels about today. Right, what bait have I got left? Getting a bit low on bait now. Let's have a look. Well, I've still got some herrings left that I used earlier. Let's see if we can get them out. Whereas I've used them once already, so they're pretty soft, if you know what I mean. Not sure how they're going to cast. Well, give it a little flick. See what happens. Right, let's try get it out there without losing it. That was clever, knew you wanted the lake then. Right, let's just try a gentle lob and see if we can get it out there without it flying off. Ooh. Do. That's where I had that pike run before against the edge of that weed there. Wasn't where I was casting, but that's where it's gone. So hopefully that might be a good sign. It can stay there now. Right, yeah, time's getting on a bit now. What was it? 10 to 6. Normally by about 7 it's dark. So we've got probably a good hour yet. So I've caught pike here right up to sort of hour or 2 hours before it gets dark. So, well, the baits are in the water, so there stands a chance of catching a pike hopefully. But so the old eels have been really active today. So it's only it's October and it's still pretty mild. Even in the winter when it was, well, the winter's not really cold anymore, are they? So the eels are still active all the year round. I think that one I caught over there, that was like February, March time. That was when it was snowing and sleet and everything else. We sort of look back in my videos. Must be back quite a few. But yeah, it's actually on there the eel that I caught. Hell, snow, rain. Absolutely freezing it was, but the old eels are still active. Right, okay. Let's see how we get on this time. Right, it's getting close to knocking off time now. It's 6:10. Normally probably got about another 20 minutes now before it gets dark. So no luck on the pike at the minute. Plenty of eels knocking the bait around. I'm pretty sure that bite I had on the right hand side, that was a pike. So it's just a single bob, a little twitch, and it started coming out into the open part of that, out of the weed there. So I'm pretty sure that was a pike picked that up, because the bite was completely different to those eel bites, because obviously the eel bite just goes straight under, they hook it up into the weed, and obviously the float don't come back up. But that other bite was a little bob and started going across like that. So I'm pretty sure that was a pike, probably a little jack pike or something. But oh well, we're giving it a good go. So it's only the 3rd of October, so we're a couple of days into the pike season, so we've got all winter to go yet. And hopefully we'll get a few this winter. The thing is, we've had no rain. This lake's about it's got to be a good 2 foot lower than what it normally is. And also there's a lot of weed in there as well. We've had a real hot summer. It's been really mild, and the weed's really grown like mad. I've never seen it so weedy in here. It's incredible. So you've only, on this whole lake, there's probably about 5 swims that you can fish at the moment. Normally, oh blimey, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's about 4 just there you can't get into. There's no one over there you can't. So you've only got about half the swims that you can normally fish. So you're a bit restricted really. There's a swim over there where I had a pike, 2 pike off of that, but it's just all weed. You can't even get anywhere near them, into a clear area at all. So that swim's gone. The next one to that, you can't fish that either. So yeah, not a lot of swims really. Right, okay then. I'm up to about 688 subscribers now, so thanks a lot to all the new subscribers. It's very kind of you to subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't done it already, hit the old subscribe button. A few thumbs up would be great. So right, the next fishing trip. Now I've actually got a couple of days off this week, so hopefully tomorrow, if all goes to plan, I'm going to go down the river. It's a small river. It's quite a long river, but it actually flows into the River Test, which is sort of like about a mile that way to River Test. We've got the river that runs, that part of our beat runs into the Test just there as well. So we've got that part. But the bit I'm going to do, I'm going to go up the other side of the motorway and fish up there. I haven't fished it for quite a few years now. And there's loads of coarse fishing there. Just about everything that swims really, the coarse fishing world. And there used to be quite a few pike in there, some nice perch in there. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm just going to have a little bag, do a bit of drop shot fishing, some lures and spinners and plugs and things like that. Just have a little walk up and down for a few hours just to have a look at the river. I haven't seen it for a long time. Just see what swims have changed and how it looks. We've had a couple of days of rain, but I don't think the river's going to be up at all. I think it's still going to be low, but we'll go and have a look anyway just to see what's going on. And see if we can pull out a pike or maybe a perch down there. A few trout in there as well. I've had rainbow trout out of there, sea trout, quite a few brown trout in there. So you never know, you might pick some of those up on the lures or the plugs as well. So right, okay then guys. Hopefully I'll just see you all on the next video down on the riverbank. But obviously, before I go, if anything happens, then I'll be back on here. Right, okay guys, well I don't see you shortly. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.